Top of the morning to you. I hope everybody's doing just delightful. Today is 6/11/2024, June 11, 2024, or you could say, and I will say, 9/11, 2024. Well, how is that, Lena? Well, I'm glad you asked, because they do everything backwards. They have to tell us what they're doing, but they speak in code. And so you flip the 6 for June upside down, it becomes 9/11. If you flip the ones upside down, you see what I'm saying. It's still 1/1. So we got that going for us. But anyway, Father has been just bombarding me with downloads over the past week. I can't even keep up. And so I'm just going to get to the main gist of the things that he's shown me and try to make this as quick as possible so that maybe it will go up and not be deleted while it's in the process of uploading. So, some of y'all will remember I came on and made a couple videos maybe a few months ago about London Bridge is falling down, and I've heard that several times. It started last year and then it's progressed. And Father, with me, the closer an event gets, the more times I will hear it, the more frequently it comes, just like Bible says. The birth pains increase when the baby's about to be born. This is it, y'all. So London Bridge is falling down. So I thought it was something to be watching for in the reptilian creatures, the Prince, Chaz, and all them. That's what I thought. I had no clue that there was a London Bridge in the United States of America until just now. So there's this guy that I've watched a couple times that's from Florida, and he does like a travel thing. And when I was living in Florida, I watched him a couple times, but I don't even think I'm subbed to him. And he popped up in my feed, bam! And that's what led me down this rabbit hole, but it was Father allowing me to see this at the right time to connect all the dots. Okay. So, like I said, I've gotten London Bridge. I've heard it at least 4 times this week, and now this makes the 5th time. So the title of his little short or whatever was titled "On My Way to London Bridge in Lake Havasu," and I'm like, he's in London, England? Then I'm like, no, Lake Havasu, that sounds familiar, like it's in America. Father said, look it up. So I Googled it. And sure enough, it's in Arizona. But not just anywhere in Arizona. It's on the Arizona-California border. Okay? I believe something's about to go down with that bridge. Could it be another barge accident? Could it be they blow it up? But the connection with Cali and Arizona is the fact that Father has shown me that California splits and goes off into the ocean. And the San Andreas fault zone goes along there. So could they be doing that to activate the San Andreas fault? I don't know, but heads up for that area. Like I said, I keep hearing London Bridge. So Father said, I want you to click on it and look at the picture. Well, when you go on Google Maps and you click on, say you click on a restaurant or something, it shows the inside of the restaurant or show the food or whatever. This actually showed the outside of this bridge, and there was a statue by the bridge that was a huge dragon. Father said this is all connected with Satan's last dance, basically. He's on his last leg. He's trying everything to get souls to go in with him to the lake of fire, which has opened. Okay, the pit has opened. And it's interesting, it's on a river. It shows on a river, Lake Havasu, right? The dragon, this is the year of the dragon in China. We've been invaded. We're surrounded. Mystery Babylon, America is surrounded on all sides, okay? Stay with me now because there's a lot of things that are all connected together. The Dragon comet that was just seen closest to the earth recently, this is all connected. As Satan was cast down, his tail drew a third of the stars with him. The stars are the fallen angels, which I've been warning about. One of the main things I talk about on this channel, besides, individuals and being targeted. Anyway, this is happening. So Father has shown me where the fireballs, which are the fallen angels, go down. We go up as believers, followers of the way, followers of Jesus Christ, to a crossing in the sky. All right? So that's connected with the crosswalk, the crossing that I was just mentioning in the other video. I don't even want to go into that because this will be way too long. So I have had over the last week at least 4 signs of Cuba, including a man that insisted on, he was trying to get me to go out with him in the grocery store, and he followed me all around, and he just kept reminding me that he's from Cuba over and over again. And then I said, well, you speak really good English. And he said, oh, he's been here 40 years. And I'm thinking, I get it if you've only been, here maybe a year or 2, or maybe even 5 years, and you're kind of trying to tell people why you're not speaking real good. Why is he telling me over and over again he's from Cuba? Then he went out of his way to follow me after I left because I walked from the grocery, and he comes around the corner in a red and black bike, okay? I won't even get into the bizarreness of that. And again was talking about it. And Father said, I want you to pay attention to what he was saying. He's saying Cuba. And I knew it was important then, but I couldn't put it together. Then Father reminded me just now, in the last couple hours, in the first video I made, about the Freemasons that have been surrounding me, and they all try to blow cigar smoke at me. And Father said, what kind of cigars were those? Oh, they were Cuban cigars. So they've got the subs that are off the coast of Cuba. Well, why is that important? Because Cuba is only 70 miles from Key West, where I lived when I first got the word, 2 if by land, 3 if by sea. Why not 1 if by land and 2 if by sea, like in Paul Revere's Ride? Because those that have the Holy Spirit, the first fruits, we will not be here to hear the one. When the first trumpet blows, we go up through a crossing in the sky. Okay? The fireballs come down. That is the fallen angels. That is 2 if by land and 3 if by sea. With invasion from land and sea, I've been shown in multiple dreams and visions and words of knowledge over the last 7 years that I've posted and been making videos that some of y'all remember. I've seen aircraft. I'm sorry, y'all. It's pretty late. I've seen aircraft carriers coming off the coast of Florida, where I either thought it was Key West, Miami area, or Tampa, St. Petersburg, okay? Those areas I recognized. And they were carrying tankers, and people were clapping. They were celebrating either for our troops or for the nation, until they started blowing up the joyriders, just everyday people that were out in their boats. Father reminded me, what was the boat that was blown up? And I'm like, well, it looked like it could have been a Carver or something like that. It had like a big cabin in it. And Father said it was a Trojan, the Trojan horse. It was a Trojan boat. That's the name of a boat. Okay. Trojan horse. It's a surprise attack. They're going to come in as something else. He showed me that there are submarines that look like whales that will be coming in. And Chinese military dressed like their own military were coming in. They weren't dressed like our troops. I saw them. They were dressed in like a gray color outfit, and I think they had blue hats, okay? But the other troops that I heard speaking Muslim and Russian specifically were coming on aircraft carriers out of the sea, and then they rolled out tankers, and I was yelling, run, we're being invaded, okay? And they were dressed like our troops. So that's why Father said it's been a Trojan horse attack. We're completely surrounded. America is surrounded. You must have Jesus Christ in your heart. There's going to be no escape. No amount of hiding and prepping is going to save you from this. Only believing in Jesus Christ of Nazareth, dying to self, and giving your life to the Most High God. So I encourage all y'all to do that at this time. I'm very excited. I'm very hyped up, yet I have the most calm and peace that I can remember ever having. I can't explain it. It is just a peace that has come over me. Even though I'm hyper now, I'm like revved up. I'm ready for this mission. I'm ready to complete this mission. And I know a lot of y'all targeted empowered individuals, fathers, elect angels that were sent back in this final hour to save souls, battle against the fallen, and be a light, shine a light in the darkness. I know y'all are ready for this too. So I also had a dream, I think it was 2 nights ago, of a big black bear. And it was going through the water. So obviously that's symbolizing Russia and the water coming from the water, right? But I picked it up and cuddled it, okay? It was like embracing me. It was not like being violent or anything, but it was tiny in my arms. And Father said, that's the power we have to blow back the darkness with our faith that passes all understanding. So that was really cool. Also today, this was in the real or whatever kind of freak show we're in. This wasn't a dream. I was sitting outside at a park, and within a few minutes, a black butterfly landed within just a few inches of me. And it just sat there, and then it flew around me. It made loops around me. And at first, just for a split second, I thought, oh man, is this like some weird, evil, prophetic thing? Because it was black. Because I don't see black butterflies. They're always like real colorful. But I instantly knew it was something positive. And Father said, no, it's positive. It's rebirth. And I'm like, well, I know butterflies rebirth, but what's the black butterfly mean? And Father said, it's your transformation. That's what I heard in my spirit, okay? So I went back and I looked it up online, and sure enough, it's rebirth, transfer, and specifically black butterfly, rebirth, transformation, okay? We're being reborn. We've died to self, and we're being reborn. So all these things are connected. I have seen California breaking off and going into the sea. I've seen Florida underwater from Gainesville all the way down to the Keys. Okay, the New Madrid breaking, the Cascadia fault zone breaking, and then a fault zone that not a lot of people know of. Shout out to you, brother, that messaged me about that, because I kept being shown about a balcony or me flying like as an angel, flying off a balcony and rescuing pets and people. I did not know this. In Texas, which is the very heart of Mystery Babylon, deep in the heart of Texas, I call it Texas, okay, is a fault zone, and it's called the Balconies Fault Zone. Father said America would be split into 3, so these fault zones could be breaking. But keep an eye on London Bridge, anywhere around that area in Lake Havasu, Arizona to California. Invasion by land and sea. Keep praying. Don't be in fear. And again, the main thing you need to be prepping on is getting right with the Most High God. Don't worry about what the enemy's doing. And this, I'm talking to myself too. Don't worry about their distractions. They're all huge distractions. Don't worry about what others are doing. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. It is close. We're at the final hour.